Don't get mad on what I'm about to say, y'all. We got a savior in our hands, ladies and gentlemen. 2023. Al Haymon PBC will save the sport of boxing. Oh, yeah. They're going to be taking over the sport of boxing. And you should appreciate it. Don't be mad. Don't be mad. Stop being frustrated and listen up. Listen up. We just heard the announcement of David Benavidez versus Caleb Plant this March. Ain't you happy about that? Isn't that a good fight? It got some Al Haymon sprinkles all over it, right? What about Stephen Fulton in negotiations with Naoya Inoue? Wow, what an incredible fight. Y'all already know Stephen Fulton advised by Al Haymon. Got little Al Haymon sprinkles all over that fight as well. Ain't you happy? I know, and look, unfortunate. The Jermell Charlo versus Tim Zhu was postponed, but the intentions was there. It was about to happen January 28th, and it still is postponed, and I believe that's gonna happen next. Once Jermell Charlo, Iron Man, undisputed. Y'all remember the undisputed? He beat Brian Castano PBC event. Come on, man. Y'all, come on. But 2023, ladies and gentlemen, 2023. Y'all already heard that they almost gonna be announcing Deontay Wilder versus Andy Ruiz. Heavyweight bout. Come on, man. Come on. They already announced that probably April, not an official announcement, but you already know it's going to come down the pipeline. It's Errol the True Spence versus Keith Thurman. I know. People are frustrated because it's a non-title bout. I'm not happy there's a non-title bout, but it's still a fight that I always been wanting to see. Y'all already know it's one of the most marinated fight in the sport of boxing. Keith Thurman versus Errol the True Spence. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let me take you down memory lane, just if you forgot what Al Haymon and PBC brought to the table. Because I know there's a lot of people out there that's frustrated, that just, it seems like y'all forget. Deontay Wilder versus Tyson Fury. Now, let me say this. It might not be just PBC. Maybe PBC, Al Haymon has partnered up to bring us some good fights. Like Deontay Wilder versus Tyson Fury. And the trilogy, one of the most memorable heavyweight bouts probably in the history of the sport of boxing. Yeah, it was memorable, man. It was back and forth, and it was good. Deontay Wilder also has fought Luis Ortiz. Good fight. Y'all remember they were saying that Luis Ortiz was the boogeyman, but he brought that to the table. Let's not forget that he brought the first Mexican heavyweight, Andy Ruiz, by giving him an opportunity to face Anthony Joshua in Madison Square Garden, Mecca. Yeah. Y'all remember they Top Rank let go of Andy Ruiz, and Al Haymon picked him up, brushed him up, gave him an opportunity, and became a heavyweight champion of the world. Y'all forget about that, right? Let's go down the aisle. Let's not forget Canelo Alvarez, the 4th Division World Champion, and currently the super middleweight undisputed. When did he get to be undisputed? Was it on the PBC card when he faced Caleb Plant, the IBF champion at the time? Oh, yeah, man. Oh, yeah. Oh, what about the resurrection and the revive of Manny Pacquiao? Manny Pacquiao fought Adrian Broner. Manny Pacquiao fought Keith Thurman and became champion again. Super WBA champion and became champion again. Ugas beat and retire Manny Pacquiao. Ugas fought that Pac. He fought Sean Porter, which people believe that Ugas beat Sean Porter. Ugas fought Errol Spence. Errol Spence for Ugas. Errol Spence for Sean Porter. Errol Spence for Danny Swift Garcia. Errol Spence for Mikey Garcia. Mike Garcia for Adrian Broner as well. Robert Easter. Lipinets. Good fights. And what about Kell Brook? I can speak about mandatories as well. You know what I'm saying? We can speak mandatory. It still got wrinkles of Al Haymon all over it. Just like mandatory, like Sergey Derevchenko versus Triple G. Got Al Haymon wrinkles all over it. Yeah, it's a mandatory, but at the end of the day, they could be promoters that take out that just because you know, there's promoted that when you mandate it, they sometimes don't even let you fight. But at least Al Haymon let you fight. You know what I'm saying? Al Haymon sees a good fight, go get some money. Hey, Mikey Garcia, there's some $7 million out there in the zone. Go get it. It's a business. It's prize fighting as well. Gary Russell Jr. versus Jojo Diaz. Good fight. Keith Thurman for Danny Swift Garcia. CBS prime time. 2 undefeated welterweight champion at the time. Hasn't happened in 30 years prior to the fight. Keith Thurman also for Showtime Sean Porter. And that's when the welterweight division enter into its new era, right? Good fight. Keith Thurman falls Ghost Guerrero. You know what I'm saying? That's another great fight. Like I said, for Manny Pacquiao as well. pay-per-view, one of the most successful pay-per-views of this young, you could say, era, right? Now, who else? Well, Stephen Fulton. Brandon Figueroa, unification bout. That's a good fight as well, right? I already spoke about Brian Castano versus Jamel Charlo. We already spoke about that. Undisputed. You know what I'm saying? Undisputed. Yeah, there are some fights that we wanted to come through fruition. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody, not every promoter get everything right. But it's not like they doing everything wrong as well. Y'all be acting like they doing everything wrong. Come on, y'all. Quit it, man. Again, you got Adrian Broner that fought Sean Porter. I remember Sean Porter fought everybody. Fought Spence, Ugas, Daniel Garcia, Keith Thurman, Broner, probably one of the best resume in the sport of boxing. PBC under PBC. Shout out to PBC, the trainer of the year, Derek James, PBC fighter. Shout out to Frank Warren with that good fight with Michelle Rivera. Shout out to Hector Luis Garcia by beating Chris Colbert. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's unfortunate he lost to Gervonta Tank Davis. Gervonta Tank Davis, a pay-per-view attraction, a pay-per-view star, a star in the sport of boxing and breaking records in the Capital One Arena out there in Washington, D.C. You may hate it, but it's still a business. And at the end of the day, y'all know that 2023, probably the most lucrative fight in the sport of boxing, it might be Gervonta Tank Davis versus Ryan Garcia, is going to have Al Haymon wrinkles all over that fight as well. You know what I'm saying? Why people hate Mark Manzio beating the likes of Gary Russell Jr. You know, yeah, there's inactivity in the sport of boxing. A lot of people like to blame PBC for inactivity. No. The inactivity is actually a boxing issue all around. Boxing issue all around. A lot of people is fighting one time a year. You know what I'm saying? Virgil Ortiz is with Golden Boy. He only fought one time a year, right? That's not PBC. Don't blame it on PBC and Al Haymon, right? Josh Tate only fought what? Did he fight this year? One time this year? Is that a PBC? That's Al Haymon issue? No. Anthony Joshua only fought one time this year. You know, Boots Ennis fought one time this year. Errol Spence fought one time this year. Terrence Bud Crawford fought one time this year. When I mean one time this year, I'm talking about 2022. All right, 2022. Only fought one time. Keith Thurman only fought one time. A lot of people, it's across the board. It's across the board. You understand what I'm trying to say? I mean, man, why y'all mad? Y'all should congratulate. Y'all should be happy. And then with these fights that's coming along, when you hear the news, when you hear the potential fights, it has Al Haymon or PBC written all over it, baby. Why y'all mad? Why y'all mad? Man, there's a lot of things that's happening in the sport of boxing. Also in the 140-pound division, of course, we hear the likes of the name of the Regis Pros of the world that beat Jose Cepeda. That's you know what I'm saying, Pro Bellum, top rank, right? We hear that Josh Hader gonna be fighting Jack Catterall once again. Cool. We hear the Jose Ramirez and Rich Comey. They got the top rankers do let them do their thing. Let them do their thing. But let's not forget that we got Puello that's probably gonna be fighting Gary Antoine Russell for the Super WBA. Hey, we see unification bouts. We see undisputed on the PBC Al Haymon banner. Y'all don't appreciate that? We could get some great fights, and I believe that we're going to get great fights and the most memorable fights that we're going to get. Can't wait to see Fundora back in the ring. Maybe Lubin fights the likes of Tony Harrison or Danny Silva Garcia. Wow, that's a good fight. Can you imagine Danny Silva Garcia versus Brian Castano? That would have been a good fight. It's not announced, but I'm just saying it's a potential thing for PBC. Canelo Alvarez, he's going to be fighting John Ryder. Yeah, I know y'all don't. That's not a big fight. Anthony Johnson is going to be fighting Franklin. I believe Franklin. Come on, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, we know that Canelo Alvarez, if you don't get the Bivol fight, he will have to do some business with PBC Al Haymon. You know what I'm saying? The winner, David Benavidez is the fight that we all want to see. Or maybe Jamal Charlo. I know Jamal Charlo has been inactive. Hopefully the PBC, now that Demise Andre is there, could get the Demise Andre and Jamal Charlo. Maybe that could happen this year. Not announced or anything of that nature. So I'm not even going to speak on that. But could potentially happen. But the fights that y'all already know that has been ordered by belt federations, and the fights that I said earlier that might come through fruition is gonna come through fruition, like Andy Ruiz and Deontay Wilder. PBC is gonna be taking over the sport of boxing, and it's a good thing. Why y'all getting mad though? Y'all supposed to appreciate. You You know, a couple of years ago, I said that, you know what, Top Rank is going to take over that particular year. And shout out to Top Rank for doing their thing during the pandemic. Also, shout out to Matchroom for doing their thing with women boxing. But 2023 is going to be PBC, Premier Boxing Champions. Al Haymon is going to be taking over. And if you're a hardcore boxing fan, support it. Support it. Are you here to preserve the sport of boxing? To preserve the modern day warriors, modern day gladiators, the one that put their life on the line for pure entertainment? I know there's people are frustrated with pay-per-view. I'm just a consumer. I love boxing. Hey, I even bought the Makabu pay-per-view, Makabu, and that was on the DonKing.com and stuff like that because I'll pay for it. Pay for it. I understand we're going through bad times, the economy and all that stuff. Food prices all the way up. You know? Got to feed our families. You may not feel that the boxing world is feeding you. You know? Yeah, at the end of the day, 2023 just started. And the fights that been announced and potentially going to be, is on the verge of being announced, 2023 got Al Haymon sprinkling all over it. I'm in support of that. I'm in support of that. You know what I'm saying? I'm in support of that. Let me know what y'all think, man. Subscribe to the channel. Smash the like button. Leave the comment in the comment section. And probably I'll chop it up with you. You know what I'm saying? There's going to be people that agree. There's going to be people that disagree. There's going to be people that just going to be like, yo, I'm just going to sit and wait. At the end of the day, man, Al Haymon has done lucrative fights in the past in the sport of boxing. And now he got one of the biggest fights right in his hands. Ryan Garcia just got a contract. From what side? Yeah, the PBC side. It's gonna be a good fight. It's gonna be a good year. I'm happy where boxing is at. How about you? I know y'all mad about the Bud Crawford and Errol Spence, but let's not forget that even people have walked away from a fight that PBC wanted to do. It was Bud Crawford that walked away from that. He wanted to be BLK Prime, trying to get his money, feed his family. Not caring about feeding you, but to feed his family. And, you know, Errol Spence, he agreed on all the terms of the PBC terms. He just wanted to do something else. How about Haymon Munguia versus Jamal Charlo? Who put the plug on that? The Zone, Oscar De La Hoya. I mean, y'all trying to blame that he's an active Jamal Charlo, but he could have got the Canelo Alvarez fight, but Canelo Alvarez didn't want the PBC deal. He wanted the Zone deal. And good for Canelo Alvarez at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? But it's not like Jamal Charlo didn't sign off for a Canelo fight and a Haymon Munguia. Not his fault. Hopefully he gets a big fight. Maybe the winner of a Kalen Plant, David Benavidez, or of course the fight that I've been wanting to see for a long time, Jamal Charlo versus Demetrius Andre. Why are you mad? Support it. Let me know if you disagree. And if you think that is not PBC taking over, if you don't think it's that banner that's going to be taking over the sport of boxing 2023, who you think is going to take over 2023? You name me the matchups. I'll wait and read.